Hi there, Dustin here from RacksForCars.com, and we're here to show you an Arvika travel trailer bike rack system. The Arvika travel trailer mounts are a three-part system. They start off with a travel trailer bracket, a 2-bike, a 3-bike, or a 4-bike attachment, and on the 3 and 4 an extra support arm to brace the front of the bike rack. Today we're going to be showing you how to install the travel trailer bracket, the 2-bike attachment, as well as a support arm if you're going to be using it for a 3 or a 4-bike unit. The first step in installing the Arvika travel trailer bracket is finding a spot along your A-frame to install the carrier. You want to be wary of equalizer bar attachments, propane tank and battery trays, and as well your wiring running through the frame. This bracket wraps around the frame and can either be installed with the post to the outside of the A-frame or to the inside of the A-frame, depending on your configuration. We've now installed the base of the Arvika travel trailer bracket onto the A-frame of the trailer, and it's ready for the second portion. I'm going to talk quickly about the mounting system that the base has. On each side of the A-frame there are 2 bolts that go around the A-frame. This is a no drill application, so you don't have to worry about modifying the A-frame of your trailer. The main consideration when fitting this onto your A-frame is the distance along the A-frame. This bracket takes up 4.5 inches and is basically 2 inches wide, filling up the entire width of the A-frame. The next step in installing the travel trailer bracket is inserting the angled posts. There's 2 posts that insert into either side. They simply slide in to the original base of the travel trailer bracket. And now you're able to adjust for both angle and height in order to clear your propane tanks. In order for these brackets to fit the bike carrier, they need to be 24.5 inches center to center. Currently, if I mount them perfectly straight across the A-frame, they end up being 23. But by angling them back, I can get it to 24.5 inches, which is the correct spot to mount the bike carriers. The last step in installing the travel trailer bracket is mounting the bracket onto the post that will soon connect onto the bike carrier. Since the post may be at an angle, Arvika has built-in slots on the rear side of the bracket that allows you to also pivot this bracket to meet up with the bike carrier. There are 2 self-tapping screws that mount into the post to secure this bracket. I would leave them loose to begin with, and then once you have the bike carrier firmly installed, you can retighten everything down. And now we have attached the 2-bike attachment onto the travel trailer bracket. There are bolts that hold the bracket on to the base we attached earlier, as well as a quick release pin here. This allows us to fold the carrier down if you have a hybrid trailer with a fold-out bed in the front. Just undo each pin and the whole carrier can be dropped down. Of course, not when bikes are on. Just pop it back up and reinsert the pins. Or, once the bikes have been removed and you need access to your propane tanks or to your battery, you can just lift up on the arm, on the bike trays, and they will fold out of the way. Once you know the exact height of the unit, by pulling up these legs, you can adjust it to fit over your propane tanks and give you the best access. You would then insert these thumb screws into the post, which will help to keep everything secure and solid and won't let it drop back down. You'll do that on both sides of the unit. Once that is done, double check to make sure all other bolt hardware is tight, including the 2 bolts onto the A-frame, the self-tapping screws on the bracket, and the bolts that hold the bike attachment onto that bracket as well. Next, we're going to show you how to install the Arvika telescoping support arm. The support arm is required on both the 3 and the 4 bike models, but you can also use it on the 2 bike models if you'd like some extra stability out of the bike rack. The support arm has a bracket that attaches onto the base of the crank post just using a bolt and a wing nut system. It has an adjustable telescopic portion here depending on the height of the bike carrier and the angle at which this must be placed, and another mount and wing nut system to attach the carrier to the bike rack. On a 3 and 4 bike model, there's quite a bit of downwards force on this mount, so it's important to install this bracket before use. The last step in using your Arvika bike rack system is to, of course, load your bikes. The easiest way to load the bike is by grabbing onto the front fork and lower seat post and hoisting the bike into the bike trays. Once the bike is into the tray, you can lean the bike away and bring up the bike attachment arm and place it onto the crossbar. Once it's securely onto the crossbar, tighten it into place. Once the knob is tight, the outside bike can be locked. Simply insert the key and turn it to secure. Once the knob is locked, it'll simply just freewheel and cannot be loosened nor tightened. The last step is to secure the tire onto the wheel tray using the 2 nylon wheel straps that Arvika supplies. Simply wrap the wheel strap around the tray and through the rim and pull everything tight. 2 wheel straps are provided to secure each wheel into the tray. Now we are all finished installing the Arvika 2-bike rack system with the telescoping support bar onto the travel trailer. For more information about Arvika bike rack products, check out our website, RacksForCars.com. Thank you very much and have a good day.